Yo, what's poppin'? Welcome to Bhroman, Braapsody. Where are we?
Oh my God, are we at Motorcycles in Greensboro again?
Am I?
Yes, we are.
And who are you?
I'm David from Moto Morini.
And who are you?
I'm Robbie. I'm David's wife.
Hey, you guys have Moto Morini hats. How come I don't have a hat?
I don't know. Look at that. Where did that come from?
I feel better now.
So what is Moto Morini?
Yeah, so it's an Italian motorcycle company that was founded originally in 1937. And, you know, we're making a comeback and making a name for ourselves again. So back in 2020, they started selling in Europe. We've established 600 plus dealerships over there. And in the US, we started selling the bikes back in April of last year. And we're, you know, out here letting people test ride the bikes, get the name out there, let people experience our new motorcycles. Here we've got the XCAPE, which is going to be our adventure bike. It's got great Italian styling, the graphics, great parts, whether you're talking about the Marzocchi front forks on this one or the Brembo brakes. We have Bosch ECU, Bosch ABS.
I understand that the suspension is fully adjustable front and rear on these bikes.
They are. Yep.
That's a magnificent feature at this price point.
It is. There's a lot of features in all these bikes that you don't see in this price range, whether you're talking about the tire pressure monitor or the LCD dash, the tubeless wheels on the spoke wheels, the spoke wheel models. It is just feature packed from front to back. And the other thing we want to touch on, like you might think, okay, just 3 models. Like we've got a lot of exciting stuff coming down the line. This summer, we're going to introduce the Calibro and the Calibro Bagger. And later on in the year or early next year, we're going to have our 750V Twins come out and also our 1200V Twins. The 1200 is going to be a larger brother to this bike. It's going to be an XCAPE 1200 and a Milano 1200, which is styled more like the STR. It would be the bigger, you know, version of that bike. And a whole new line of bikes for the 750. We're going to have what's called a Corsaro, which is going to be a naked sport bike, and a Corsaro Sport is a full-fared Italian-styled sport bike.
Bhroman, I am totally stoked at the prospects of today's demo day. We have all 3 models in stock, and we have a bunch of people signed up. It is a beautiful stinking day.
It looks sunny. It looks beautiful. Are you going to be leading us on the rides?
Yeah, we both are going to be doing some, and David has promised to keep the front wheel on the ground this time.
Okay.
Maybe.
Before we do any of that, you got to hit the like and click the subscribe button. Help us out a little bit. Help us out.
Otherwise, you're not going to know what cool Morini events we have coming in the future.
Upcoming, yeah, and go do it. All right, let's get on with the demo ride then. Look at that, it got DRLs on the side. Those look like eyes. Look at the turn signals, LEDs, LED lights, everything. Spoke wheels in the front, dual discs, Brembo brake calipers. Look at the braided steel wires for the brake lines, and this has a 25-degree rake angle. What's the rake angle, you ask? Draw perpendicular from the steering mount, follow the fork tube. That's your rake angle. Shorter the rake angle, the more nimble the bike is, and larger the rake angle, the more stable it is at higher speeds, highway speeds, and such. At the heart is that 650cc parallel twin. Puts out 61 horses and about 50 foot-pound of torque. And look at that fit and finish of that paint, man. Beautiful Moto Morini logo. The red, white, black, gorgeous. Single exhaust. It tells you it's an adventure touring. Single seat, nice. And you can get saddlebags and panniers. Top case. In the back, that's your tail light LEDs, LED turn signals, license plate holders, chain drive. Nice seat height. I think this is a 33-inch seat height. Beautiful Moto Morini logo down below. And a high gas tank. Tells you XCAPE 649, the tricolore, Italian flag, the logo. Look at the handlebar controls. Passing lights on the top, high beam, low beam here. This is to go through the menu, making selections, turn signals and horn, and adjustable levers on top. On the right hand side, kill switch, starter, DRL lights, and hazards. No keyless ignition. This has keyed ignition and a beautiful display here. I think this is a 7-inch TFT display. Turn it on. Warning lights on both sides. Moto Morini logo. I like that. And look, that little design of the bike, outline of the bike, XCAPE. And here's your beautiful dash. speedometer, tachometer, fuel gauge, trip odometers, which gear you're on, time, and these are your settings. To go through the settings, you go to the up and down and then make the selection. So bike info, connect, you can connect your phone or your headphones, display settings, system settings, and all that. You can connect your music, you can connect your phone, and navigation, for which I think you just need to download the app. Yeah, you gotta connect the app and it'll work. This is very cool, you guys. And also on the side here, you have a couple of USB outlets to power your electronic devices with. And this windshield is manually adjustable. Do you guys know what time it is? It's right o'clock. Let's go. So if you're new to Bhroman, give us a like and hit that subscribe button. We put out content every week, and your support would mean a lot. Alright, so off we go. This is the XCAPE 650. Yeah, boy. Alright, so first impressions of this motorcycle. You are sitting high. The handlebars are pulled back towards you. Your legs aren't bent weirdly. And I like the seat, man. It's that single seat, like one piece seat, and it's quite good. I love this viewpoint. I love the seating position. Really high, nice and comfy. The seat is very plush. Legs not bent weirdly. Yeah, it's an adventure touring motorcycle, and that's what you expect your adventure touring motorcycle to be. Now, this is only a 650cc, like we talked about in our walk around. So not a whole lot of power, about 61 horses and 50 odd foot-pound of torque. I think it's the same motor that's being used across the three products, the XCAPE 650 and the Scrambler and the Street. And this is the same engine that's used by CF Moto and the Kawasaki Versys, I believe. So it's a tried and tested motor and an engine. So handling and balance of this bike, look, it's so good. It feels so planted. Yeah. You're not going to be doing super crazy speeds, but you're gonna have fun, man. This is so well balanced. So let's talk about the suspension on the bike. The suspension pretty much is pretty solid. I mean, it's you do feel these bumps on the road that you're going over, like the tar snakes or whatever. You can feel them, but when you're going around corners and stuff, it gives you a fair bit of confidence that you are going where you need to be, and it's not wobbly or it's not super soft. So yeah, I think those are big wins. And people use adventure touring motorcycles not just to go on adventures, but mostly for touring. Most people use these bikes as a touring bike, and when you're doing that, you are looking for good suspension, you're looking for good components, you're looking for comfort, you're looking for good visibility and good wind protection. So wind protection on this motorcycle is actually not too shabby. I'm not getting a lot of wind on my lower body, maybe some on my feet, close to my feet, and a lot of wind on my shoulders because there's nothing stopping it. This little windshield here, that's stopping a lot of wind from directly hitting me in the helmet, but I am getting wind from the sides. As for the components, the ECU and all the electronics are provided by Bosch. You have Brembo brakes up front, braided brake lines and all that. So they have put a lot of thought about producing or creating something of good, solid build quality, and at a price point of about it's less than $8,000. I'll put the actual numbers in the video description below. I think for the 23 models they have 1,000 or 500 off, and for the 2024 models is whatever the price is. Now these are all 23 models in the demo ride, so these are all $500 off. I think the XCAPE comes at around 7,000 with the 500 off, which is, if you think about it, it's a great bang for the buck. It looks really good because it's designed and developed by the Italians. It's manufactured in China. A quick history lesson about Moto Morini. Moto Morini was founded in Bologna, Italy in 1937. They were one of the original Italian motorcycle manufacturers, and they've been in business for a long time until they liquidated in about 2009, and that's when a Chinese manufacturing firm acquired the rights to the name and the brand, and they've been making motorcycles ever since. All their motorcycles are designed and developed in Italy, right out of Milan, but the bikes are manufactured in China. That's global economy for y'all. So let's answer those important questions of ours. Is this gonna be a good bike for commuting? Yes, absolutely. You are gonna be comfy. You are gonna get to where you want to get easily and in style, because this is a good looking bike. And as for saddlebags, panniers, whatever, they do come with saddlebags and panniers. Those are the accessories, and you can order those and have luggage space and storage space. So yeah, commuting should not be a problem. How about touring? Well, so for touring, the things I look for in a touring bike, based on my experiences of going cross-country multiple times, I am looking for a few things. I look for wind protection, I look for storage space, seat comfort, and overall quality of the product, right? And the image, the aha moment, or the image of the bike. So let's answer those one at a time. For comfort, this is pretty solid. If you're not comfortable, you can change the seats, but the seating position is nice. The foot pegs are at a decent position, so comfort isn't bad at all. Now, wind protection is decent. It's not great because it does not have a big fairing or anything, but it's pretty decent wind protection. Now, we didn't get a chance to take it on the highway, so I don't know how it's gonna handle on the highways, but I think you should be fine. Now, it's a 650, so not a lot of power, but it should be enough to get you around. So touring on this bike, I am gonna say that yes, you could tour on this, with the caveat that I'm not sure about highway riding for hours at a time. Maybe you could, maybe you couldn't, depends on the day. If it's a really windy day, I don't know. I mean, riding on a windy day is never fun, so, but yeah, back roads and state highways, no problem. I think you should be okay on interstates, but we'll have to find out. What about beginners? Is this a good bike for beginners? Again, yes, this is going to be a good bike for beginners. You get a very good electronic suite, Bosch and Brembo, and the price point is very attractive. Like if you're on a budget, it is a little bit of a taller bike, but it's not too ungainly. I am 5'10", I have a 31-inch inseam, and I can flat foot this bike, so it's not bad at all. And as for the power, this is not super powerful. So for those reasons, I'm gonna say this is gonna be a great bike for beginners. So this is an adventure touring bike, so we should be able to stand up and ride, right? Adventure touring bike. Let's give it a shot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, not bad at all, man. Excellent balance, even when you're standing up. So in conclusion, this is the XCAPE 650 from Moto Morini. Beautiful build quality, beautiful design, and the 3-year unlimited miles warranty, and that price point, come on, man. It kind of sort of is a no-brainer. This is gonna be great for commuting. Should be decent enough for touring, maybe decent for highway riding. I don't know, I can't quite tell. We need to take it on a highway to know more, but it should be great for commuting, and it should be a great bike for beginners. Yeah, and at that price point, this is so attractive, and it still looks gorgeous. So thanks for watching, you guys. Keep your knees in the breeze, and I'll see you soon. Bro out.